Hi guys, this is Rob. Welcome back for another, well, started off as a restoration video, stroke custom video, stroke losing half the footage, but please bear with me and hopefully you'll still enjoy this video. So we have the Lincoln Continental, made in England by Lesney, series number 31. Pretty beat up, with hardly any paint remaining. The boot or trunk opens, and like I say, underneath, made in England by Lesney, Matchbox series number 31, Lincoln Continental. One of my favourite all-time cars, this, because of the suicide doors. Now I've got 3 of these, all in rough shape, but the other 2 certainly more acceptable in my showcase. So let's get to resto custom this Lincoln. So using all the bits and pieces to drill the posts and then replace with a screw. Now unfortunately on the back of this car there's about 1 or 2 millimeters worth of metal, so if I was to put a screw in the back I'd have to screw into the trunk, and I don't know whether I want to do that, so I just leave the screw off, and actually it does. As you can see, it's still, even without screws, the base does stay on. But popping the base off there, which is, and certainly was, very brittle, it bent very easily, and I managed to break it later on. Taking the interior out, I cleaned this up, but I eventually painted it. So one I did earlier, drilled out the rivet there so that the glass came straight out, in good condition on this car. No opening doors on this, but obviously like I say, the boot does open, and seemingly I would have to drill or break something to take the boot off, so I left it in position for both stripping and painting. Caustic soda, wear gloves on both hands. I've been using it just kind of on one hand, but it is still an irritant, so use it on both. I wanted to show in this car how it does bubble up, and how just a little bit at a time and it's very easy to overdo it. A little bit too much and it does boil over, so be very careful. Sorry for the focusing issues there. Obviously I've got my big stupid hand in the front, and there we are. A little bit too much and she boils over, so be extra careful. I wanted to kind of show that, so that just to show you that it can happen. But probably a minute later, if that, less than a minute later, all this paint here just melting off. So pop it back in there and wash it down the sink. And after a minute or so, with the wire brush, take off any remaining bits and pieces, and the casting looks as good as new. No intention to paint inside the trunk, so I'll just leave that down. And you can see halfway along the base there of polish, and then just polish the rest. And then using my liquid chrome pen, I added the chrome to the front and rear bumpers, and at this point I was keeping the original wheels and put a little bit of chrome on there. Sugar soap to clean up the plastics. Scrub it with my wife's toothbrush, and then after that's dried, use a bit of car polish so that the windscreen is lovely jubbly, and then using the Pledge Revive it, and I thought I'd give it a go on not only the windscreen but also the interior. I used the top of a jar just to cover it, and then dab it on a bit of kitchen tissue, and then any excess liquid there I gather up, pour it back into the bottle, because for me in the UK where this is not available, this is an expensive little thing to have just to shine up my windows, but I'll do it for you. Do it for you guys. So the same with the interior. Put it to the side for about 24 hours to fully dry. Probably doesn't need anywhere near that long, but whilst the base, or whilst the actual car was drying, obviously that's how long that also had. So just a single coat of primer, just to make sure that the paint adheres to it properly, and then this is where I lose the remainder of my footage, unfortunately. The intention was to go with a gloss black, turned out, so this is just a quick reminder of what it looked like, and this is actually the result. You weren't expecting that, eh? Now, I tried to paint it gloss black because a Lincoln Continental, in my opinion, shouldn't be in any other colour, but I'm using a new paint, one of these, what's it called, Negro Black Model Air of Vallejo, supposedly straight from the airbrush. No, it didn't, and actually but saying that, it come out in this satin finish. So before stripping it down, I thought, okay, let's change the theme, and I thought, okay, what it needs is big wheels. And actually, I'm very happy. If you've ever seen a program called Detroit Steel, there is my inspiration. So apologies, but I do thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.